Winning stick with an 8 will leave you in pain. Calling it wrong will put you on the L train. On Card Sharks. And now here's your hostess of the Card Sharks, Jose Cazares.
Thank you very much, Brandon Scruggs, for not only providing the announcing for tonight's episode, but also with that amazing poem of yours. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another exciting installment of Card Sharks right here at the MVG Studios. We're glad that you could be here with us tonight. On our last show, we crowned a brand new champion who I would say he did pretty well for himself in the money cards, with just one win under his belt, and he already has a total of $15,550. Let's welcome back our returning champion, Mr. Adam Oliver.
Hello.
Adam, glad to have you back with us. Had a heck of a round, picking up over $13,000 on the money cards last time. But
yeah, that was great. That was great.
And the best part is you're just getting started. Ready to see if you can try and pick up your second win and possibly pick up more?
Alright, I'll do my best. Got a tough opponent.
Well, best of luck to you tonight. And your next challenger is one that is new to our show. Comes to us from the great state of Ohio. It's Russ Bielefeld.
Sorry, can everybody hear me?
There you are.
Yeah, sorry, I think my mic popped out there.
Oh.
Couldn't hear anything.
Ah, well. Hey, that's alright. But we can hear you now, and we're glad to have you here with us, sir. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, then, since this is your first time with us?
Yep. I'm Ty Pastor, Cincinnati, Ohio. He's my father, my grandfather. I love board games and puzzles.
Alright, been seeing that you've been playing some Wordle as well.
Yeah, Wordle, yeah, a lot of them.
Alright, well, you're up against a worthy champion here in Adam. You think you'll be able to conquer him and become the new champion tonight?
Well, we'll see how the cards go.
Alright, well, good luck to you both, and let's go ahead and get right into our game. So, of course, the object of the game is to make it all the way to the end of the board by correctly calling high-low. The first person to do so wins the round. It takes 2 rounds to win a match. You pick up $1,000 for winning each round, and the winner goes on to the money cards where they can win up to $32,000. But in order to gain control of the cards, you got to get a high-low toss-up question. So, let's get started with our first one of this first round. And it goes to our champions. So, Adam, here is your first question. Adam, we asked 100 single straight men. Very specific. 100 single straight men, and we asked them, have you ever used a dog or a baby to attract a woman? How many of those men said that they had?
I know there's some animal lovers and some people like family. I think it's kind of a mid split. So I'm gonna guess 55.
Alright, he says 55 out of 100 have done this. Russ, is it higher or lower than 55?
Well, in my opinion, men are really vain. I'd say this number is much higher.
He says higher than that. Alright, if the actual number is higher, Russ, you will have control of the cards first. If not, it'll be Adam. The actual number of single straight men who have ever used a dog or a baby to attract a woman is 68. It is higher. All right, so Russ, you have control of the cards first. So, let's take a look at your opening base card. You have an ace. Now, you won the question, so you have the right to change it if you so wish, but I doubt you want to.
Of course not. I will keep it, and I will go lower.
Gonna keep the ace going lower than the ace. It's a 4.
Okay, 4's pretty good. I will continue and go higher.
Higher than the 4? It's a 10.
That is not a good card, so I will freeze.
Alright, freezing right there at the 10. Has a 2-card lead so far, and keeps Adam away from his cards. And with that, we now go to our second question of this first round, and it goes to Russ. Oh boy. Russ, we asked 100 single women. Have you ever attended an ex's wedding? How many said that they had?
Oh, what a question. It reminds me of the old saying about, hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. I say this is a low number. I say 22.
Alright, he says 22 out of 100 have attended an ex's wedding. Adam, higher or lower than 22?
Well, I know that's a good number, but I believe it's gonna be. I believe it's gonna be a little bit higher than that.
He says higher than that. Alright. The actual number of single women who have ever attended an ex's wedding is only 6. It is not higher. Wow, once they break up with them, they have basically taken them out of their life. They are no longer committing themselves. Not even to check them for any updates or anything like that. Alright, so Russ, you have control once again, and you have that 10, which you can change.
Yes, and I would like to get rid of that card, please.
Alright, the 10 goes away, and we replace it with a 9. Not much better.
Well, let's just for the fun of it, let's go against the odds and go higher.
Against the odds, higher than the 9? No, it's a 5. So you stay where you are, and that means Adam gets a free chance to play off his base card of a 7. Now, you did not win the question, so you cannot change it. Call the 7.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna go with the odds and go higher.
Playing the odds in his favor, going higher than the 7. It's a queen.
Ooh, beautiful card. Lower.
Continuing on, lower than the queen, it's a 6.
Ooh, I'll freeze.
Freezing at the 6, and we have a tie game here. Adam and Russ both needing 2 cards each. With that, we now go on to our third question of the round, and this one goes to Adam. Alright, Adam, we asked 100 teenagers, if time travel became possible, would you visit yourself in the future? How many said that they would?
I think some possibly might out of curiosity. But I'm gonna say about 60.
He says 60 out of 100 would visit themselves in the future. Russ, higher or lower than 60?
I think it's gonna be a lot lower. I think that life wouldn't be very interesting or much of a surprise if you kind of already knew the. It's like a spoilers. So nobody likes spoilers. So just lower.
All right, he says lower than that. The actual number of teenagers who, if time travel became possible, would visit themselves in the future is 58. It is barely lower.
Wow. Yes,
Adam was close, but in any case, Russ, you have control once again, and you have that 9.
That 9 needs to go, please.
It is gone, and we replace that 9 with a 6. A little better.
Well, at least it's a 6. I think everybody knows that's my lucky number, and I'm hoping it's lucky this time. I will go higher.
Hoping that the lucky number of his works out higher than the 6. It's a 9. Okay, moving along swiftly.
Getting sick and tired of these 9s. Oh boy, it's tough. It's one card away. I'm gonna freeze and just take the 1 card advantage into sudden death.
Alright, so Russ freezing at the 9 again, needing only 1 card to win the first round. And as he mentioned, this is our 4th and final question. It is sudden death, so that means somebody has to win on this next play of the cards. And Russ, the question goes to you. We asked 100 tutors. Get the dirty minds out of the gutter. It's Tutors. Not the other spelling of it. We asked... Why did I say that? We asked 100 tutors. Have you ever done a kid's homework for them? How many said that they had?
I think the question is how many of them admitted that they've done it. I'm gonna say I don't think that many would actually admit that they've done another person's homework. 25.
Alright, he says 25 out of 100 tutors have done this. Adam, higher or lower than 25?
Ooh. Man, I think that's probably a good number. I think this number might be just a tiny bit higher.
Alright, he says higher. For all important control of the cards, the actual number of tutors who have ever done a kid's homework for them is 10. It is not higher. Alright. Russ, you have the decision. So here's the situation. You have a 9 that you can change if you want. You have to call this 1 card correctly, and if you screw it up, Adam takes the first win of the first game of the match. However, you have control. You can force Adam to play off the 6, which he cannot change. He has to call 2 cards correctly, and if he makes a mistake, you take the first game. It's your call. What do you want to do?
I will do it myself since it's only 1 card, and I will change that 9.
Alright, taking matters into his own hands. He's changing the 9. An all-important change here. The 9 goes away, and we replace it with an 8.
Well, not much difference between a 9 and an 8, but I am going to go higher.
For game 1 of the match and $1,000, higher than the 8? No, it's a 6! Adam is our first round winner! Alright. So Adam barely hanging on. He picks up an extra $1,000, and you now go up to a total of $16,550.
Alright.
Now, Russ, you may have lost that one, but you can still come back. Takes 2 to win a match. You just got to win the next 2. But now let's go ahead and clear everything up and get ready for our second round. All right, our second round, and we are going to start with this first question, which goes to Russ. The challenger gets the first question of the second round, and here it is. Russ, we asked 100 senior citizens, does wisdom come with age? How many of those senior citizens said yes?
Oh, your citizens have seen everything and done everything. They would probably agree with that statement. So let's go with 71.
All right, he says 71 out of 100 do believe this. Adam, higher or lower than 71?
Yeah, Russ made a valid point, and I don't think it's that high. I think it might be just a little lower.
All right, he says lower than that. All right, the actual number of senior citizens who do believe that wisdom does come with age is 89. It is not lower. All right, Russ, you have control of the cards first once again. And let's take a look at your opening base card. You have a 5.
Let's go higher.
All right, going higher than the 5. It's a 10.
Oh, damn 10s. Freeze, please.
Not taking his chances, taking the 1 card advantage and keeping Adam away from his cards. But in any case, we go to our second question of this round. And Adam, it goes to you. All right, card here. All right, Adam, we asked 100 dads, do you wish you had more children? How many said that they did?
Ooh, I think it all depends. If they want more or not. I think it might be a number pretty close in the middle. So, I'll say about 52.
He says 52 out of 100 wish they had more children. Russ, higher or lower than 52?
Speaking as a father of 6, well,
Oh,
it
man.
depends. Yeah. Yeah. Kids are a handful, and when you've had multiple kids, that compounds. So, yes, I guess it depends on the fathers that they've been polling here, how many they already have. I'm gonna go lower.
Gonna go lower than that. You remind me of another member of our group here, Richard Montgomery, who is also a father of, I think, 6 in his household. So I think he could relate to you there, but let's find out what the survey says here. The actual number of dads who do wish that they had more children is 49. It is barely lower.
Oh,
And
another
Adam
good
close
guess,
again.
Adam.
But it is Russ who wins control once again, and you have that 10.
Change it, please.
Not gonna risk it changing the 10. It goes away, and we replace it with an 8 again.
Haven't seen a whole lot of high cards in my deck. This one has to be higher.
Gonna try it again, going higher than the 8. No, it's a 5.
Gosh.
So no progress made there, and that means Adam gets a free shot at his base card of a Jack.
I'll go lower than that.
Going lower than the Jack, it's a 9.
Freeze.
And once again, we are tied up, each of them needing 3 cards to win the round. Alright, we now go on to our third question of the round, and goes back to Russ for this next one. Oh my. Russ, we asked 100 dentists, have you ever pulled the wrong tooth? How many admitted that they had?
Oh. Malpractice lawsuit waiting to happen. I hope this is a very low number. I sure hope that this is a low number, because if this is a number, it's going to say too much about the medical industry. Let's say 16.
Alright, he says 16 out of 100 have done this. Malpractice lawsuit. Sorry, I just can't help that. That is so funny. Alright, Adam, higher or lower than 16?
I know that Russ made a good point with 16. I think it might be just a tiny bit higher than that.
Alright, he goes higher than that. Alright, let's find out together. The actual number of dentists who have ever pulled the wrong tooth is 24. It is higher. Alright, so the champion finally gets control. And Adam, you have that 9 that you can change.
I would like to do just that, thank you.
Alright, the 9 goes away and we replace it with a queen.
Oh, beautiful card. Let's go lower.
Alright, going lower than the queen. Oh no, it's a king!
Wow.
And you make no progress there, and Russ gets a free shot at that 8, but unfortunately you can't change it.
I'm still due for a high card. Please, higher.
Will the third time be the charm? He's trying it again, higher than an 8. This time it works, it's a 9.
Hi, I'm at face card, not another 9.
Hey, you never know how these cards are gonna be. I find out along with you all what cards you get.
You know what? Higher. Just go on higher.
Alright, he's going higher than the 9 here. Let's see. No, it's a 7!
Ooh.
Ugh.
At least I got rid of a 7 from the line.
That was just brutal, though. Alright, so no progress made. And that means we gotta go on to our fourth and final question once again. So it's sudden death, so once again somebody has to win on this next play of the cards. And the question goes to Adam. Oh boy. Adam, we asked 100 recently divorced men. Was it your fault? How many of the men admitted it was their fault?
Ooh. I think it's kind of a mid number, so I'll go 57.
Alright, he says 57 out of 100. Russ, higher or lower than 57?
Remember how I said on an earlier question that men are vain? Lower.
Short, sweet, and to the point. You gotta love it. Alright, he says lower. Alright, for all important control of the cards here. The actual number of recently divorced men who have admitted that it was their fault is 46. It is lower. Alright, Russ, you have the decision once again. both of you need 3 cards to win the round. You have an 8 that you can change, and Adam has a queen that he cannot. You can take matters into your own hands and change the 8, or you can pass it to Adam. What's your call?
These cards have not been good to me tonight. I am going to pass.
He's going to pass control over to Adam. All right. Adam, you've got to call these 3 cards correctly to pick up your second win. If you make one mistake, we have a tie game.
Okay. First, second verse, same as the first. Lower than the queen.
He's going lower than the queen. Can you believe it? It's an ace, and we have a tie game.
Cards just do not like us tonight.
Oh my goodness. All right. Russ, congratulations to you. You pick up your first win of this match and picked up an extra $1,000. That is, of course, yours to keep no matter what happens the rest of this game. However, we are tied up at 1 apiece, so we've got to decide a winner here through a tiebreaker. So let's get the board ready. 3 cards and only 1 question. Champion always gets the question, so Adam, it is yours. Here it is. Adam, we asked 100 dog owners, if your dog doesn't like someone, does it change your opinion of them? How many said it did?
Well, I know the dog owners, I know they love their dog, like no matter what. I'm gonna say it's like a somewhat of a high, but not crazy high. I'll say 65.
Alright, he says 65 out of 100. Russ, higher or lower than 65?
I think this really depends on what kind of person dog owner is, whether because there are a lot of those hardcore dog moms and dog dads, ones they would do, they are all about the dog, and they care more about the dogs than they do about even their own families. I'm gonna hope this number is lower, though.
Alright, he says lower than that. Alright, for all important control of the cards here, the actual number of dog owners who, if their dog doesn't like someone, it changes their opinion of them, is 59. It is lower. Alright. Russ, you've got the decision. I'm going to start by revealing both of your base cards. Adam has a 3. You have a 6. Do you want to keep control for yourself knowing that you can change the 6, or do you want to force Adam to play off the 3?
Well, no, I passed it to him last time, went for it the first time. Well, I don't think even how bad these cards are, I don't think I can take a chance on letting Adam play it with a good card. I will put it in my own hands, and I will change the 6.
Alright, good luck to you, Russ. He's making an all-important change here. The 6 goes away, and we replace it with a Jack.
At least I finally got a high card. I'm just hoping it's not 2 high cards in a row, but I am gonna go lower.
Lower than the Jack. It's a king! Adam wins!
These cards. Unbelievable.
Oh, man. Adam, congratulations. You picked up your second win. You picked up another $1,000, and you're going to be going back to the money cards with a total of $17,550.
Oh my.
We're going to be playing the money cards in just a moment here, but Russ, my goodness. Those cards just did not work out in your favor. You fought valiantly, but unfortunately it just did not work out. But you still have fun with us regardless.
Of course I did.
Well, hey, you picked up that $1,000 for winning that second round, so we're going to let you keep that, and we hopefully look forward to having you back on a future show.
Yes, I definitely hope to be back. And Adam, go break the bank.
I shall do my best.
All right, Adam, we're going to give you a few moments to relax here because we're going to take a quick commercial break. But when we come back, Adam will be going back to the money cards to see if he can add a whole lot more to that impressive total. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back to Card Sharks, everybody. We're here with our now two-time champion, Adam Oliver, who by the skin of his teeth was able to pull off his second win. Now has a total of $17,550, and I almost forgot to mention, Adam, that now puts you in second place on the leaderboard, because you've now just surpassed Chris Rahaman's total. Ahead of him by literally about Tree Fitty.
Yeah.
But, are you ready to see if you can add a whole lot more money to that total?
Yes, I am.
Alright, then let's go ahead and get to it by playing the money cards. Alright, Adam, you have been here once before, so you know how this works. We're going to start you off at the bottom row with the $200 and call the 3 cards after that. Then we go to the second row, give you another $400 and call the next 3 cards as you wish. The minimum bets are $50 until you get to the big bet where you have to bet at least half of your money. And along the way, you can change 1 card per row with one of the 3 spare cards on the left side. So, let's give you $200 of betting money to start. And let's take a look at your opening base card. We start you off with a 6.
Ooh. I'll change with number 2.
Alright, using the 1 change per row on the first card, the 6 goes away, and we replace it with a king.
Ooh, beautiful. Let's go 150 lower.
Alright, $150 lower than the king. It's a 5. You now have about Tree Fitty with a 5.
Okay. Let's go 100 higher.
$100 higher than the 5? No, it's a 4. Back down to 250, but you do have a 4.
Alright, let's go 150 higher.
Alright, going $150 higher than the 4. It's a 7. Alright, you're up to $400. We move that 7 up to the second row, give you another $400 of betting money. You have $800 and a 7.
Alright, let's change the 7 to number 1.
Alright, using the change here, the 7 goes away and we replace it with an 8.
Let's go $50 higher.
Alright, going the minimum bet. Higher than an 8, it's a queen. You have $850 and a queen.
Much better. Let's go 750 lower.
750. Alright, going $750. Lower than the queen, it's a deuce. You have $1,600 and a card that you cannot lose on.
Now we're finally cooking with Crisco. All in higher.
All $1,600 higher than the 2. It's a 3. Alright, Adam, we move that 3 up to the top row. You have $3,200. You have to bet at least $1,600. What is your call on this 3?
Okay, let's go 3150 higher.
$3,150. Alright, Adam, so you will either have only $50 or $6,350. If this next card is higher than a 3, it's a 6. He's done it. $6,350.
Alright.
And when we add that to your total so far, you now have a 2-win total of $23,900.
Yeah.
Alright, but when we come back, you're going to be facing your next opponent to see if you can pick up your 3rd win here. All right, but we're going to take another commercial break, and we will welcome Adam's next challenger right after this here on Card Sharks. Stay with us. Welcome back to Card Sharks, everybody. We're here with our champion, Adam Oliver, who did pretty well for himself once again at the money cards, picking up over $6,000. So you have nearly $24,000 after just 2 wins. Currently in second place on the leaderboard, and you're not that far off the number 1 seed, or the number 1 position, Brandon Hinkle. Are you ready to meet your next opponent, Adam?
I'm ready.
All right, well, he is also making his first appearance on our show, and he is also from OHIO, Mr. Kevin Henry.
Hello, Jose.
Glad to have you here with us, sir. Aside from what I just mentioned, what should we know about you?
I think what needs to be known about me, everyone knows about me. I am a truck driver, going on 17 years. Done long haul, done short haul, and I do short haul now. And I also train and do road tests. I also YouTube WKPH Cincinnati, and I am an ordained minister.
All right, well, you got quite the lifestyle then going. I'm sure some money could help you out.
A little bit.
All right, well, think you can become the new champion here against Adam?
Give him my best shot.
All right, well, all you can do, good luck to you, and of course, good luck to both of our players. Let's get right into our game with our first round of play. And Adam, this first question goes to you. All right, Adam, we asked 100 people. As a dinner guest, have you ever discreetly spit food into your napkin? How many said that they had?
Oh, I think usually when it's like a nice dinner occasions, I think usually people like probably don't do it. I think it's a little bit of a low number, but not too low. I'm gonna say about 27.
All right, he says 27 out of 100. You haven't higher or lower than 27.
Could you repeat the question, please?
Sure, we asked 100 people. As a dinner guest, have you ever discreetly spit food into your napkin? How many said that they had?
I'm going to go with lower.
Even lower than that. All right?
Yep.
All right,
I just think there are more polite people in this world than that.
All right, well, let's find out then. The actual number of people who have ever discreetly spit food into their napkin as a dinner guest is 48. It is not lower.
Wow.
Guess they're not so polite after all.
Apparently not.
I am shocked that it's that high.
As am I. All right, well, Adam, you've got control of the cards, so let's take a look at your opening base card. You have a king.
Oh, beautiful. Lower.
All right, going lower than the king. It's a 7.
Not much of a risk. I'll go higher.
Gonna risk it going higher in the 7. Oh no, it's a 4. So you lose those 2 cards, go back to the king, and Kevin gets a free shot at his opening base card of a 9.
I'll try lower.
Going lower than the 9. Oh no, it's a 10.
Tell us how
So
you
no
really
progress
feel.
made there by either player. And with that, we go on to our second question of the round, which goes to Kevin. Kevin, we asked 100 people, have you ever been bitten by a dog? How many said that they had?
I think a lot of people have been bit by a dog, whether it's their dog or someone else's dog. I know I have. I think almost everyone in this group has. I'll say that's a high number. I will say 70.
All right, he says 70 out of 100 have ever been bitten. Adam, higher or lower than 70?
I think it's a good number, and I think it's going to be a little bit lower.
All right, he says lower than that. Before we reveal it here, I will be honest. Even I have been bitten by a dog before, but that was when I was young. So I know the feeling all too well. Let's find out our answer here. The actual number of people who have ever been bitten by a dog is 39. It is lower.
They were lying.
Wow. I am once again. I'm surprised by the result here, but Adam, you've got control this time. You got control once again, and you have that king.
Okay, let's try this again. Lower.
Going lower in the king. Oh my goodness, it's an ace.
Tell us how you really feel, cards.
I think they just did there. Wow. So no progress made there, and that means Kevin gets a free shot at the 9.
Lower.
Going lower in the 9. It's a 6.
Higher.
Playing on, higher in the 6. No, it's a 3. Man, once again, no progress made there. And with that, we go on to our third question of the round, and Adam, it is yours. Adam, we asked 100 recent college graduates, do your parents pay your rent? How many said yes?
I think it kind of depends if they're on a fixed income. So I think it might be kind of a mid number. So I'll say 58.
All right, he says 58 out of 100. Kevin, higher or lower than 58?
The question again, I'm sorry.
Sure, we asked 100 recent college graduates, do your parents pay your rent? How many said yes?
Boy, I hope that's lower. I'm going lower.
All right, he says lower than that. The actual number of recent college graduates whose parents do pay their rent is 38. It is lower. They probably become adults by then, so they probably figured out how to manage their money, but I digress. All right. Kevin, you have control of the 9, and you can change it.
And I will.
All right, the 9 goes away, and we replace it with a king.
All right, lower, please.
Going lower in the king, it's a 10.
Oh, I haven't seen a lot of face cards yet. Let's freeze.
Playing it safe and freezing right there, taking the 1 card advantage and keeping Adam away from his cards. And with that being said, we now go to our 4th question of the round. It is sudden death, so somebody has to win on this next play of the cards. And Kevin, the question goes to you. We asked 100 single men. In the past month, did your parents ask you when you were going to settle down? How many said yes?
Just 100 people, or 100 single men, you said?
Yes, 100 single men.
I'm going to give Adam a coin flip, 50.
Oh, going right up the middle with 50. All right, Adam, higher or lower than 50?
Okay, just to make sure, would you repeat?
Sure. We asked 100 single men. In the past month, did your parents ask you when you were going to settle down? How many said yes?
I think being a caring parent is kind of understandable. I'm just have my fingers crossed and say higher.
All right, he says higher than that. For all important control of the cards, the actual number of single men who have had their parents ask them that question is 23. It is not higher. All right, Kevin, the decision's yours. You have that 10 that you can't change. You would have to run this entire board of 3 cards correctly. Make one mistake, Adam wins. But Adam has the king. He would have to sweep the board, and if he makes a mistake, you win the first game. What's your call?
Pass.
Gonna give it to Adam. All right. Adam, you have that king. Call it.
Okay. Lower, please.
Going lower than the king. It's a jack.
I'll go lower again.
Going on, lower than the jack. It's a 5.
Let's go higher.
Higher than the 5? No, it's a deuce. Kevin takes the first game.
Alright, Card, here's my number one salute.
All right, so congratulations there, Kevin. You pick up $1,000 for winning that round. Yours to keep no matter how you do the rest of this game. But now, with that being said, you are up 1-0. Adam, you can still come back. And let's clear the board and get everything set up here for our second round. All right, get rid of Adam's control. And with that said, the first question of the second round goes to our challenger. So, Kevin, this one goes to you.
All right.
Oh, man. Well, the last question we asked 100 single men. For this one, we asked 100 single women. Could you date someone who chews with their mouth open? How many said yes?
Well, I don't find that very attractive. Oh, gee, I think I would hope. And you said how many could?
Yeah, the question was to 100 single women, and they asked, could they date someone who chews with their mouth open? How many said
Could
yes?
they? Okay. I know some don't care. I do. I'm gonna lowball this one. 23.
All right, he says 23 out of 100 could date someone like that. All right, Adam, higher or lower than 23?
I personally think it might be just a little lower than that.
All right, he said he's going lower than that. I know I wouldn't. All right, here's the answer. We have the actual number of single women who would date someone who chews with their mouth open is 25. It is not lower. And Kevin off by 2 with that one, but what mattered is he got control. And here is your opening base card. You have an 8.
Well, excuse me. What do you say we change that 8?
Let's do it. The 8 goes away. And we replace it with a king.
That's a mite better. Let's go lower.
Going lower in the king. It's a deuce.
Hardest decision I've had to make yet tonight. Let's try higher and hope it works.
All right, going higher than the deuce. It's a jack.
Lower.
Going on, lower than the jack. It's a 3.
Higher.
For an extra $1,000 for running the board, the $1,000 for picking up the round, and the right to become the new champion. Higher than the 3. It's a 5. We have a new champion. And look at Kevin. What a way to end it. They were running the board without making a single mistake. That's an extra $1,000, so you pick up $2,000 more this round. So before the money cards, you have a total of $3,000.
All right.
And you are going to be taking on the money cards for the first time in just a moment. Adam, you didn't even get a chance to play that second round, but you still have fun with us in this run of yours.
Yeah. Okay
Voice
overall.
getting broken up here, but Adam, you are not leaving out of here empty-handed by no means. You are leaving us with a season total so far of $23,900 and currently in second place.
Alright, don't take it.
But we hopefully look forward to having you back on a future show to try to improve that score. Alright, but that is Adam Oliver. Goodness, I don't understand what's going on with my voice. But anyways, Kevin, congratulations. You are our new champion with a total of $3,000. And when we come back, you're going to be taking on the money cards for the first time this run. We will see how he does right after this here on Card Sharks. Stay with us. Welcome back to Card Sharks, everybody. We're here with our new champion, Kevin Henry, who won that second round in incredible fashion, running the entire board without making a mistake there. But now you have $3,000. But are you ready to see if you can add a whole lot more money to that?
I am.
All right, let's let's do that by playing the money cards. Alright, so you're familiar with how this works, so we're just going to deal the cards right now. Give you $200 of betting money, and here is your opening base card of a 10.
Let's change it. Number 1.
Alright, using the 1 change per row, the 10 goes away, and we replace it with a 3.
All of it higher.
Going all $200, higher than the 3. It's an 8. $400 and an 8.
50 higher.
Alright, going minimum bet. Higher than the 8. Oh no, it's a 5, but you're down to 350 and you have a good card here of a 5.
300 higher.
Alright, going $300. Higher than the 5. It's a queen. You're back up to 650. We move that queen up to the second row. I'll give you another $400. You're up to $1,050 with a queen.
1,000 lower.
Alright, going $1,000. Lower than the queen. It's a 10. 2050 and a 10.
Change it. Number 2.
Alright, the 10 goes away and we replace it with an ace.
All of it lower.
Can't lose on this one. All 2050 lower than the ace. It's a 4. $4,100 and a 4.
4,000 higher.
$4,000 higher than the 4. Oh no, it's a deuce.
Oh no.
That's alright. I get my 200 back. 100 higher.
Well, you can't lose on this one, so come on, let's at least give him $200. Higher than the 2. Can you believe it? It's a push. Oh man.
Oh my
It
god.
looked promising, and then all of a sudden just went downhill from there. Those last 2 cards ended up killing it there. But Kevin, you still pick up $100, so you now go up to $3,100.
All right.
But hey, what matters is you're still the champion, and you're gonna be back with us on our next show. I would hope to take on some more opponents.
Well, that's the old plan.
All right, but folks, that's going to do it for us here on this exciting episode of Card Sharks. We thank you so much for joining us, and until next time, when the cards come shuffling our way once again, I'm your host, Jose Cazades, and we will see you next time for more of Card Sharks. Good night, everybody.